What's up everybody, my name's Chance and today we're going to be playing a rotation proof tokens deck. Now, pretty much just as the name implies, it's Selesnya tokens that are rotation proof. Now, y'all know I love, well, those of you that have been here for a little bit know that I absolutely love Selesnya just as a color scheme. I love the go wide strategy. I love making a lot of anything, right? I like really big creatures. I like when things, I don't know, I just like a lot, you know? Just having a lot. That sounds very greedy, right? Let me dial that back a little bit. Anyways, so yeah, I was like, you know what? We did the rotation proof cavalcade. Let's do a rotation proof tokens deck since it's something that I really love and it's something that other people may enjoy just as much as I do. So, you know, let's give it a shot. So before we go and hop into the deck tech or deck breakdown, as always, I would like to remind everybody, if you enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like down below and a comment in the comment section if you have any suggestions for this video, future videos, or past videos. Furthermore, if you're a subscriber here, or no, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. If you're new here, consider subscribing. It is free and it does help support the channel, and it'll give you an awesome update every time we put out a video, such as this one. Also, we've recently unlocked channel memberships with YouTube, so if you hit the join button, it'll show you a list of perks that you can acquire if you want to support the channel through a monetary means. Also, we've been partnering with tcgplayer.com, so for those of you that love paper magic, you can head over there and use the promo code TheNewDrSpillikin, and all of your purchases, or you know, all of the money you spend there, TCG Player will send me a portion. So now that all of that's out of the way, let's get into this deck tech or deck breakdown. We have 3 copies of God's Willing, and you'll notice that in this deck I sort of went for token counters, like counter tokens, token counters, I don't know, which we did. We kind of did a video similar to this whenever War of the Spark came out. We did Selesnya tokens, counters, whatever, and proliferate, right? So I wanted to do a rotation proof version, basically. So we have God's Willing to protect whatever big token or Emmara or Hero or Ajani, or not Ajani, I'm sorry, ignore that, Hero, Tolsimir, Tristani, you know, all of that good stuff. 3 copies of Healer's Hawk, which will give us some great offset against aggro, as well as if we build it up, then it's a great flyer, right? We do have 2 copies of Stony Strength, and we're trying to put counters on things. We have 3 copies of Grateful Apparition. I have thought about, and maybe we should just because it's, I think, good practice. I don't usually do it, but I think if you're playing competitively, I think you should always at least look at these colorless lands, I guess, just all of these options back here, because a lot of the times they can add in 1 or 2 perks that you may not have thought of before. So we'll throw in 2 Karn's Bastion. Why? Because it can proliferate when we just have too much land to do anything with. So yeah, Stony Strength, you know, put a counter on something. Veil of Summer is a card that I actually really want to try out. So you draw a card, and if an opponent has cast a blue or black spell this turn, spells you control can't be countered this turn. You and permanents you control gain hexproof from blue and from black until end of turn. So this is why I wanted to try it. I don't know if this is how it works, but say you go to play a spell. I go to play my Emmara, and they play a counter spell. What would it be? Now obviously Syncopate would probably still hit you, unless they syncopated and like you weren't completely tapped out, right? But say they go to counter you and then you play Veil of Summer. Does Veil of Summer counter their counter, right? Because spells you control can't be countered, and this effect will proc before their counter procs. So, right, that should work. I don't know. We'll try it. I'll be the guinea pig. I don't mind. We have 3 copies of Grateful Apparition, which I already mentioned, because again, we're trying to get these tokens down. And if you want to run a more serious version, I don't know what to tell you. This deck's sort of geared around it. It just has a splash, though. You can still go wide with what we have here. 4 copies of Hero to help us get down a lot of tokens. Same with Emmara. We have 3 copies of Unbreakable to boost up all those tokens, swing in. We have 2 copies of Nida Autumn, which is just a very, very versatile card, right? So she can get counters put on her. She can destroy a target artifact or enchantment, or you can gain life. So pretty much whatever you need, whatever deck you're facing, this card is great against, right? 3 copies of Conclave Tribunal for some removal. 3 copies of Ajani the Greathearted, because again we're playing a lot of creatures. Putting a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control is fantastic. So if you get down the Ajani and then on the next turn you get the Unbreakable, you have 2 counters on all of your creatures, or I guess 3 if you -2 on the Ajani again. And they have Vigilance and are indestructible. So just a very, very strong board state. Excuse me. I've been talking a hell of a lot today, so my voice is going out. We do have 2 copies of Venerated Loxodon, which I've already mentioned, and again, this puts counters on your tokens. It gives you a way for Emmara to tap and not have to attack, which is really key with her whole activation. Then we have 2 copies of Tolsimir, which gets down the 3/3 wolf, which can attack, which comes in as a 4/4 if you have Tristani, which is really, really strong. Also, it procs with the hero, and you know the wolf is a token, so yeah. Moving us down, we have 2 copies of Tristani Discordant. Gives us 2 tokens and +1/+1 to all of our other creatures, which will primarily be tokens. And then March of the Multitudes, which is a Convoke, which again helps with Emmara and gets us down a lot of creatures. So that's going to be our deck or deck tech for this video. Let me go ahead and change and put on the proper avatar, right? This is the one that we really need since we're playing in this color theme. And now let's go ahead and hop into some matches. S. Baccarat? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, seems okay. Not exactly the lineup we want, but good enough. Good enough. We would much rather prefer this Grateful be a hero, but we already have 4 copies of hero in the deck, so there's literally nothing else we can really do to better those chances. Yeah, we definitely just go the Emmara here. March is okay. Grateful, we're just going to kind of hold until it becomes useful, right? Because we don't want to just play it just as a creature unless we just absolutely get a chance to, so. Alright, so let's swing in with the Emmara. They're gonna let it resolve. Alright, let's play a Grateful. And just end our turn. I don't want to use Veil of Summer again until they go to counter something, and we're up against Esper, so like should happen in all of like 3 turns, right? If my Esper counter clock is working, it happens at turn 3, and then every turn or every other turn after that for the rest of the game. Oh, Thought Erasure! What a perfect time to try. That was really nice. I can't tell you how good that felt. That feels, or felt, I guess now that it's in the past. You know, God's willing, I really wish you would have been an Unbreakable, because that would have just been fantastic. Okay, so let's go all attack and Stony Strength. And next. So we can at least start proliferating, making our Emmara a little bit bigger, making her a little bit scarier. Can't really afford to get down the Healer's Hawk here because we want to keep up the God's Willing. Which, you know, they're already at 13 health, so we're pretty close to capping this game out as is, which is kind of nice. Let's see. Turn 4 for Esper. That could be... Nope. Okay. Oh, no. Actually, it can't be. They don't... Ooh. Water Bottle isn't closed all the way. Wow. Alright, well thankfully that is just water. That's really awkward. Just spilled water all on the floor and all over myself. Sitting here toying with my water bottle. Let me put it down. I'm like a small child. Get distracted by whatever is near me, and then I make a big old mess. Oath of Kaya. Wait, I wasn't done yet. I'm sorry, I spilt water. I don't know, now I'm one of those players that I hate. But it was only one turn, you know. That's not a reason to exactly quit a game. I don't know. Game 1, a bit of a dud. We'll move on to a game 2 though. D. Kazo. Kazo? Not quite sure. One land. One singular land. I don't think so. Why are we opening with only one land in hand? That's really strange. I've been playing around with a lot of my decks though, so I'm trying to remember if I actually mess with the lands in this deck. I'm definitely mulliganing it. Alright. There's 3. No white mana, but I guess that's when Karn's really kicks you in the ass, huh? What are we putting back? We'll keep I don't know. I guess we do put the Grateful back. It's not really where we want to be at. We really need some white mana though. I don't know what else to say. I'm loving these forests that we picked up from the event though. Absolutely amazing. There's an Emmara. You know what she needs? Some white mana. I think more than 50% of our deck. Maybe we should think about running the guild gates as well. Right? The Selesnya guild gates would certainly help from this awkward situation not happening. Alright, well, we're gonna have to hope and pray. Oh no. It's Temur Elementals, and they're already off to a fantastic start. This is gonna be a rough one. My turn. Temple Garden, we got it. We do have to shock it in though. We'll go with Emmara. Because why not? That's awkward. We finally got down one of our creatures, and they just immediately lava cooled it. Well, that's not good. This deck may need some serious work. Just gonna go ahead and throw that out there. Alright, we'll skip from there. So we don't have anything else to really play besides Veil of Summer, and again, it's not... I mean, yeah, it can draw us a card, which we may need. We may have needed to do that earlier when we were looking for the white mana. Right? Maybe that was a misplay, not playing it soon enough. Because they are really getting ahead of us here. And what do? Play the Ajani -2, put a counter. That's... I mean, it can deal with the Trailblazer, but then Ajani immediately dies. And what do we really get out of it? We can play another one of these. And then play a March for absolutely 1 and get down 2 more units, so it's kind of like playing a March for 3. Either way, I think we do go our second copy of Hero here. And no attacks. Oh wait, they have 10 damage just with what they have on the board. Oh, well, I can still March here, so nah, it's fine. Well, pretty much what we have to do here is play March, right? Pay 1. Alright, so they'll proc those two and give us one of these. So they can't kill us. They can kill a hero, but they can't kill us. Yeah. By the way, I know it's not Amanoth, but it's just something me and my girl do every time it comes out. So it gets played, rather, I guess, or we see it in the hand. Let's see. And Ajani next turn now wouldn't be so bad if we still had both heroes. That would be the dream. Did we just take this damage? If they play another Amanoth, I'm gonna feel really sad for it. Meh. I don't care about your damage. Is this the best play though? I don't know. I don't know if it's better to +1 and gain the 3 life and be back up to 6, or to -2 and put a +1/+1 counter on everything. I am gonna go this route. And do we swing in with the hero? Because if they block with the Amanoth, that's pretty good for us, right? Maybe not though. Because we do have things like Emmara in hand, which gives us another creature. Good game. Good game. Oh, they had another Amanoth. Well, definitely should have swung in there. That's unfortunate. Game 2. You know, not that terrible. Like we didn't draw the colors we needed. So maybe, you know, like I said, maybe throw in the guild gates. And hey, since rotation hasn't happened yet, maybe you just use your check lens and you don't be a dweeb like me trying to play rotation proof stuff before rotation has already even happened, right? Anyways, on to a game 3. No pick. No pick. It's a really costly hand game, I'm not gonna lie. And we go second? I don't know about that one. I really like Blossoming Sands just as an idea in the words, if that makes sense. Like Blossoming Sands, doesn't that sound awesome? A beach that's blossoming? Don't get me wrong. Alright. I think this is what we should do. Not knowing what our opponent was, not knowing that they had the Simic. Keeping the Veil of Summer, I think, is better, because if we're up against control, fantastic. If we are up against blue, which we are, then it still hits it, and it's still, you know, fantastic. So hopefully nothing happens to our hero on this turn. We could have waited another turn and, you know, waited till we had the Veil, but I prefer to go more aggro. Go ahead and get it down if we can. I really like the fact that everyone can play their own lands now, because you just see so much more diversity, right? Even if it's only in the common or in the basic lands, I'll take it. Dawn from Dreams, by the way, really, really nice card. So yeah, we just go ahead and play hero. They're gonna be at 5 mana next turn. I think I want to keep my Veil of Summer open just in case they go to play anything tricky, right? Like go to try to mass manipulate one of my units, because they're playing Simic and they haven't played anything. They played a Dawn from Dreams. Is it Dawn from Dreams? Yeah, Dawn from Dreams. So you know that they probably have a more long-term goal than a short-term goal, and the only long-term Simic goal I can think of besides Hydras, which again you probably would have already seen something, right? Would be to take control of your opponent's stuff. And since they have the Drawn from Dreams, I'm sorry, it's not Dawn from Dreams, it's Drawn from Dreams. I don't know what I've been saying. Anyways, since they have that, you know that they're trying to dig, and more than likely they're trying to dig for something that can take my units, is what I'm suspecting. Could be wrong on that. Let's go ahead and get down the Emmara and then have a moral debate about whether or not we want to shock in this land. Half of me says yes, the other half says no. We're going to go with the half that says yes, because 9 times out of 10, if I have a split in my mind and it's like, should I do it or not? I normally do it. Never want to live with the regret of saying I didn't do it, right? So we're definitely not attacking now that they have that Cavalier of Gale is just chilling like a villain. But let's see, Kira's interesting. Not really something you want to get so late though, right? Normally you want to get it early and untap and ramp and get there, but Flux Chandler. Okay, I'm not quite sure what they're going for here with the Planeswalkers and whatnot. Alright. Thought I would play in the March there, just because it was, well, it seemed kind of free, right? Gives us a whole lot of units to swing in with on our turn, which can potentially do something. Tolsimir, we're still one off from... Yeah, I mean, I guess we just skip. If nothing else, we have a really big March, right? We have what, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 creatures coming up off this March. That's not bad. If we can get a Unbreakable Formation after that, we'll be set. We won't have lethal, but 6 times 2 is 12. 12 damage to their faces. Certainly very nice. Resolve. They got some killer flyers though. So yeah, we're looking for Unbreakable. And Ajani would be nice. Anything that can give us mass counters, right? Tolsimir is not too fantastic. I'm just gonna take this damage here, honestly. Perfectly fine with taking the 7. Yep, and they untap. Let me make sure I don't skip back to my turn before I play March. Otherwise, that was literally a whole wasted turn of me just getting my ass kicked, which is never fun. Alright, so what did I say? 1, 3, 5, 7? No! Ooh, thank goodness. Oh no, we're actually going to get more units than that because of the Emmara as well. We're going to get 1 more unit. Completely forgot about that. So, 10 units altogether. That's fantastic. Knot of Autumn, you don't do much for us. I don't know whether to just gain the life or should I even care? Yeah. Tell you what. It gives us 2 more units, which, yeah, nice. Let's gain the 4 life. We're at how many units? That's 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 units. Okay. We just need an Ajani or an Unbreakable before they just, you know, River's Rebuke or whatever mass board trickery they have, because we know they have it. Evolution Sage. The fact that they keep getting down more units also is a hindrance to us, but it's not that big because, again, we have 19 units, so 19 times 2 is 38. Means we should be able to deal with them relatively easily, given we can get there, right? We need an Ajani, we need an Unbreakable. Maybe we should increase the number of mass counter cards that we have in the deck. It's just Song is rotating out, so that was a huge one for token decks. I don't know. I don't know the state of token decks, to be completely honest, like if it'll remain okay, you know? They have a very strange deck, and it's not what I thought either. They have 14 damage in the sky. 15 damage in the sky, so that's lethal, actually. I'm thinking about using my Veil of Summer just to try to hit what we need. Because we can block here with the Healer's Talk, be 100% fine, right? 16. Oh, no, we can't. Oh, that's actually lethal. I'm such a troll. Oh, no, it's not. Because they don't have trample on here. I'm worrying about nothing. I'm literally worrying and freaking out over nothing. God's Willing is not what we wanted either, by the way. For some reason, I was just like, oh yeah, their Cavalier of Gales can just smash me in the face. Doesn't even matter. Next turn, we're dead. What? Oh wait, did we have damage there? We had 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, they still had 2 blocks. Oh wait, but even if they did block it, we had 4 2/2s. So that 2 extra damage, or that 1 extra damage on each of the 2/2s puts us to lethal. Hey, looky there. Game 3, Selesnya tokens. I don't know what our opponent was playing, but we still managed to scrounge up the victory, which is, you know, the main gist of the deck, right? Play to win. No. Our decks are play to have fun. Everyone should know that. But in all seriousness, that could have been a very powerful board state earlier than what it, you know, than what we had already won the game had we drawn out the Unbreakable or the Ajani. Because again, you put 1 counter on all of your units when you have that many units, then that's just lethal. You know, you go from dealing 19 damage to 38. 19 being 1 point away from lethal to 38 being 18 points over lethal. So that's the cool thing about Selesnya tokens, if you ask me. I love getting down a big board state and literally having so many creatures that your opponent's just like, you know, I literally can't defend. Even if I do, it doesn't matter. So that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below. And as always, I'll see you either later tonight or tomorrow. Peace.